SBA help for coronavirus outbreak. SBA programs available for small businesses as domino effect begins to unfold within the next 4 to 8 weeks. Unfortunately, the coronavirus, aka COVID-19, has breached our borders, so prevention is no longer a viable remedy. Travel blockades and restrictions will not be effective. Now that the virus is in the US, the primary objective is to contain community spread. There are options available to try to stem the tide and deter community spread. The 4 major options are discussed in an interesting Washington Post article, which can be accessed here. https://www.washingtonpost.com/graphics/2020/world/corona-simulator/UTM_source=pocket new tab. Whatever measures are implemented, it should be noted that this public health crisis will impact our economy definitely in the short term, hopefully, not in the long term, as containment of community spread is the only viable response at this point, especially since we will not be able to conjure up an antiviral drug or vaccine within the next 2 months to either cure or prevent the disease. The objective is to prevent a systemic failure to our healthcare system, which occurred in Italy, where arguably unethical decisions were made for triage purposes to care for those individuals with a better survival rate than those whose odds are worse. This translates into discriminatory healthcare, a selection process that does not bode well for the elderly, age discrimination, and for minorities, race-based due to preconceived notions of underlying health conditions. So, what is the federal government's plan for small businesses currently or about to be affected by measures implemented to date to stem community spread from the coronavirus outbreak? As of March 12, 2020, President Trump proposed the following ideas: increase SBA funding by $50 billion in response to coronavirus outbreak. Opportunity zones. Legislation passes for SBA COVID-19 emergency funding. Deferments on SBA 7A and 504 business loans and microloans. Payroll taxes 0%. For current small business affected by federal, state and local restrictions with SBA 504, 7A, or microloans, deferment or forbearance options may be one of your options. Information relating to deferment options are available in the following links: TI Memo 15 to 20. SBA Information Notice 5000 to 20004. President Trump announced Friday, March 13, 2020, the Small Business Administration is stacked with money to help small businesses during the coronavirus outbreak. See https://u2.b/he83h_ye7ra. A national emergency has been declared, freeing up additional federal funding. President Trump announced earlier this week his intent to help the U.S. economy during the coronavirus outbreak by increasing SBA funding by an unprecedented $50 billion. More information will be released as the rules are published. On March 13, 2020, the Coronavirus Preparedness and Response Supplemental Appropriations Act, H.R. 6074, was signed by the President and became law. The legislation provides $8.3 billion in new funding to support public health services and businesses negatively impacted by the COVID-19 outbreak. In addition to providing public health agencies with $950 million, the new appropriations are estimated to allow the SBA to provide $7 billion in loans to small businesses. For many American small businesses, the outbreak of coronavirus means fewer customers, gaps in supply chains, and workforce reductions, says House Small Business Committee Chairwoman, Nydia M. Velázquez. That is why the House acted to open critical economic injury loans to small businesses dealing with the consequences of the coronavirus outbreak. These low-interest loans will inject much-needed capital into Main Street businesses as they recover from the hardship of operating during a public health crisis. I'm grateful that this bill includes a provision to deal with some of the economic impacts of this. U.S. Representative Derek Kilmer said in a press release last week. I've already heard some export-dependent manufacturers have been negatively impacted by this situation. It's important for the federal government to have the backs of our small businesses by providing this assistance. Review the following sources here: H.R. 6074. The House Committee on Small Business, press release. SBA Disaster Loan Program. The SBA website has not yet been updated with specific information about the loans and lending plans available for coronavirus-related small business recoveries. However, it is likely that the SBA will offer the low-interest loans as part of its established Small Business Disaster Loan Program. If you are facing inevitable issues and problems with your SBA loan, either with your SBA 7(a) lender, your Certified Development Corporation, CDC, regarding your SBA 504 loan or disaster loan, i.e., EIDL, home or business disaster loan, contact us today for a free initial case evaluation with an experienced SBA attorney at 1-888-756-9969. We can analyze your SBA challenges, issues and problems stemming from the coronavirus health scare and advise you on a range of potential solutions in light of the current legislation, federal rules and regulations.